Nigga, 50, 40. Sometimes I say, nigga, fuck all y'all bitches. Fuck all y'all niggas. I'm that nigga, baby.
What's up, Kansas City? Welcome to another episode of M&Btv. Today we sitting here with one of KC's up and coming artists, Dottyboy. What's happening, man? How you feel?
Man, I've been feeling good, man. Blessed to be here.
That's
Appreciate you having me, bro.
Man, I've been watching you, man. You on the rise, man. I like your style, man. I think you're gonna be doing pretty good out here, man. I see you.
Yeah. As far as that, man, I'm looking for better and great things, man. For real.
Yeah, they coming to you, man, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Growing up on 10th Street and on Quindura, what was life like for you, man? What was that 10th Street life like?
Man, it was crazy memories, man. It's a good childhood to take from. You know, if I can take anything back, probably be that. You know, especially like Parkwood Pool days. You know, walking around from the block to the next block, going out to Donnell's,
Yeah.
shit like that. You know, but ain't like what it used to be no more because all that shit shut down.
Yeah, all around the city, man. But we, you know, there's still people out here, man. We know about that 10th Street, man. Like you said, Parkwood Pool, Donnell's, man, them landmarks, man. So yeah, 10th Street went on for sure.
Yeah, across the way, down there on 13, Wilson's and all shit like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, most definitely.
How did your environment in Wyandotte County shape your perspective on music? You know what I mean, on life and on music.
Yeah, I think it took a lot of responsibilities for what I had to do, for real. But I think music brought to my attention into where I really started with a 2-parent home on 55th. So, you know, it took a lot for me with trying to get my feet wet, trying to do things what other people do, trying to be in the wrong crowd. And I think that kind of like opened up my eyes to shape up that certain things, you know, can't last forever.
Yeah.
So, you know, I had to take that, you know, to the chin that I gotta think on certain things that, you know, life is eternity. You gotta cherish that shit till that time comes.
Yeah, man. Yeah, can't waste no time out here, man.
Yeah.
Who were some of your biggest musical influences when you were coming up?
Man, I say like it was Bow Wow, 50 Cent, so man, I grew up on Scarface, Fat Boys, you know, NWA. I was more of an old soul, still is, but I'm more of an old soul when I was growing up listening to that. That's all I was listening to. But you know, from the 90s and the 2000s, I think Master P was one of them too. Outkast, Andre 3000. I'm in the midst of the genre for what I was looking at. So yeah.
Yeah, you naming some artists, man. You know what I mean? I'm feeling artistry in your music. You know what I mean? It ain't you got some art in there too.
Most definitely.
You know, who are some of your, you know, who people you like in the town in Kansas City? Who are some of your top, you know, artists that you like listening to and you might want to, you know, work with one day?
Man, I've been looking at certain ones for real. You got the YNs, then you got, you know, a few people around my age.
Yeah.
But I got a couple people I'm looking at that's hard. My first was be like with MB, but I already got a track with bro though, so I ain't really got a chance to release that yet. So I feel like, you know, when the time is right, I feel like when I need to, I'll drop it. Really, I got a couple underground artists for real that's in the cuts that I'm looking at. That I ain't too big listening to other artists, but I got a few people that I am listening to. So
yeah, I think you had something with Group, right?
yeah, I got one with Drew. Nah,
Yeah.
I definitely Waco. Most definitely.
Yeah, what's the connection
and
with
his
you
crew.
and Wyco?
Yeah, Waco and his crew, man. We
I
been
feel
on-
like there's a connection.
Hey, shout out to Waco though, man. We definitely knew each other for a long time. We were young, but you know, for me, just watching him when he was starting, it took a lot of dedication and motivation for what I'm like, man. See, I see niggas that's out here trying to get it one way or another.
Yeah.
So I'm like, shit, I wasn't too big on music, till I really tied in, like, in my thoughts when I was journaling and shit.
Yeah.
And I feel like, shit, if I know I'm gonna speak things about myself, shit, why not speak it out?
Yeah.
You feel me? So I look at that. So Wyco, my nigga, I just had that nigga hop on the track, that I made a while ago.
Yeah, y'all kind of seem like y'all got similar styles. Is he from the team? Yeah, from the team. I don't know, man.
Hey,
like
I wouldn't say that, but I'm like, bro probably not even one. Or he was around. I'll say that.
Yeah.
He was around. He was in the mix. He was in between. I'll say that. But I tell you this, that he is the man that got me through open doors for sure.
Yeah. Shout out Wyco.
Shout out to bro for sure.
Yeah. At what moment did you realize that music was, you know what I mean? The moment that you realized that I'm gonna do this music, I'm good at doing this music.
Man, when I moved to ATL, I was just starting off, trying to learn a lot of shit while I was down there. And, it took me where I was like, I gave myself doubt. Cause I was like, if I'm gonna sit up there and be in and out with this shit, I gotta be stuck in that motherfucker if I'm really into that shit. So I think I knew what I was doing from what I was learning and, taking it from far where I was gonna put my motion into it. So kind of digged on trying to find myself where I was like, yeah, this shit gonna be it, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna put whatever I got, because I'm doing this shit for too long, so I look at it like shit, I'm not stopping.
Were there any key experiences or struggles that push you to take rap seriously?
Definitely mixed emotions. It was between things that I was, trying to get tied into, trying to know how to multitask, trying to see where my life can be balanced at, as me trying to take it where I needed to take it at, So I didn't want to have like a one living lifestyle. I've always been a multiple lifestyle person. I like to do different shit. So I ain't gonna put myself into one lifestyle that's gonna be a typical nigga and me forever. Like, nah, I ain't gonna do that. So I like to have different shit. Like, I wanna put different things out. So that's how I look at it. Multiple things I can do for real that I can push through for real.
Your music is known for its raw storytelling. How do you approach writing a song?
However I feel, however I look at, situations that, I regret, or some things I could have taken back that I'm like, damn, I could act like this or act like that, But, certain shit like things that, I put myself into that, I just tell it what I need to tell it, because if I'm speaking that shit to myself, so shit, I'm open up to be open about to everybody.
Yeah.
So I'm like, to me, like, as in my music, I'm like an open book in person to everybody else. I'm always an open book. If I'm an open book to my music, then shit, why not be open book to everything else? But everything else, not really good either. So, gotta keep your book closed on certain shit.
Yeah.
There's some things that might not be your well-being to the person. You know what I'm saying? So
find out who you can trust with.
You feel me? Yeah, so that's how I look at it for real.
Do you pull more from personal experiences or observations when creating music? Like, do you like when you making music, is it more personal stuff that you see? You know what I mean?
It's personal.
A lot of it's personal.
I'll be personal for real, and then like, you know, but at the same time, I'm the type of nigga that don't sugarcoat shit. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's like the shoe fits, wear it type shit. You know, but I'm also making music for people that relates to the shit. You know, so I'm not just make it seem like this and everything like that. But it's a part of my art because I did shit like that from the time being, even when I was in school and shit.
Yeah.
So I just set a mark like shit. This could possibly just be me for what I feel like. That gives me growth for real.
Yeah.
To be an outstanding person that I'm trying to reach for.
Yeah. That's that growth, man. That's what we all strive to do, man. Be better.
Yeah.
So how do you balance, man? Making these introspective tracks, that is close to you, and high energy anthems that the crowd might. Do you got them high energy anthems?
Yeah.
So how do you balance which one you gonna give to people?
That's what I've been looking at for real, cause like I'm looking at where people wanted to hear. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to be the type of nigga like, oh, I made this, finna drop this shit, and just drop it. Nah, like I pick what type of mood I feel like what I can tell what the weather can be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What stage we in, like when we spring, fall type shit, summer.
Yeah.
I just, drop whatever I feel like what's in the mood for.
More thinking, more strategizing.
More strategizing to the shit.
Yeah,
so,
that's a good way, man, because a lot of people, man, as soon as they make a song, they want to release it.
Yeah.
Instead of just
I was like
on
that though. I was like that, man. I had a it was I don't even know why, but just to expose this, I had a tape called Self-Made, and trying to put some shit out I made on my phone, man. I was just like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Like I'm over here dropping shit that's not even worth to listen to.
Yeah, but you was ready to drop it.
I was ready
For somebody to hear you. I can understand that, but the best route for me that I think is to kind of, like you said, you doing, kind of strategizing, waiting until you get, the music, then put something together that's going to have a, a mood to it. So, what's your studio vibe like? Do you have, any rituals when you recording? Do you have certain things that you need, before you go in the booth?
Yeah, I get on my producer ass on that shit for real. Like, I ain't one of them type of artists to, I get some shit done and then I let them do all the work, But I want to take my time, work with my producer, you know what I'm saying, build our chemistry where we know what we're doing or we know what to do when it comes to me coming in the studio. So I put my executive cap on and go crazy and just, and how I be doing shit, when I do home studios, I come up in the studio, put all my home studios in that, and then we go from there for real.
So, do you need to have, like, peanut M&M, you need Evian water, chicken wings, or
for real, I just be having water. Yeah, I just say, like, man, with anything that comes with our guy, say water. Because I'll be more focused. Because I want to be in and out. You know what I'm saying? It's just to be, not to be on that type of time. So I know when the studio's time, I'll be ready. So I'll be ready when that time comes. So.
Yeah. Which one of your songs mean the most to you, and why?
I get two.
Yeah, you get three.
Okay, three for sure. Yeah. I'm going to say... Fast Life, Most Wanted, and Question.
Fast Life, Most Wanted, and Question. Those are your three favorites.
Yeah.
Why those three your favorite? Is it?
I feel like it stood out for what I'm trying to get myself into, to detach the old me. You know what I'm saying? So I make songs like that where I feel like it's the old me, you know what I'm saying? Like the new me coming to listen to this, like, yeah, that shit cool, you know what I'm saying? Like, I fuck with it. It's somewhere placed in my heart than all the other songs that I made.
Yeah.
So I take it upon where I'm like, these are the songs that I keep. know what I'm saying, is to continue on with these songs forever. Because I feel like them one of the most top songs that I got that's out right now.
They doing the number.
Yeah.
All right, what is it again? Tell the people what songs. These are his favorite songs. Check them out. You know what I mean?
Fast Life, Most Wanted, and Question.
Yeah.
And Breathe. Y'all go check me out on all platforms.
You talk about fake love and betrayal in your music. How have those experiences shaped your journey?
I think for that, it just tells me that it's the loyalty in between there, because, like, you know, some shit you deal with people, that shit was bump heads and shit. You know, sometimes you get carried away when you get older. Shit, sometimes you separate. All these niggas alone, man, let them niggas do what they do. And, you know, shout out to them to be blessed. For them to keep going and be, you know, real successful to them. So I think that's where it comes to the point where, you know, that's what gained my own perspective, where I respect one way or another. You know, at the end of the day, it's all love. You know what I'm saying? I'm a loving, caring person. So I put it where I take it, you know, as anybody I see at the top. So at the top.
Good. You dig on that Lord.
Yeah, that's all it is.
What's been your biggest challenge that you've faced as an artist so far?
So my biggest challenge for real is you know, take a self-reflect on the music I make now, and take it apart where I want to gain bigger accomplishments to be set where I'm made to be known, to be on radio and shit like that. You know, that's one of my challenges, to get somewhere where I feel like, you know, I can be awarded or something, as far as like, you know, one other shows, you know, concerts, whatever it is, where, you know, be the main person myself to be, you know what I'm saying, doing that too. So, like, you know, just to get down and busy for, like, my big challenges on, you know, if I want to, you know, take this journey. Right.
So your biggest challenge is just getting better.
That's all it is.
How do you handle the pressures of staying true to yourself in an industry that often promotes trends over authenticity?
That was probably one of my weaknesses, for real, because you know, it's a thing where, like, I'm always gonna be me. You know, ain't no image to anything I'm looking at, because shit, what's done in the dark comes to the light, you know what I'm saying? So I think I take aware as myself to be just me all around. So, but what I put out is just me. So take it how you leave it. You feel me? So I say it was just what I wanted to do.
But you ain't got no problem with being ready.
Nah, definitely don't got no problem being ready.
That's the best type of music, man. Some of these dudes be trying to. I don't even feel that music. You know what I'm saying? But you can tell when a person is rapping and they just being themselves.
Yeah.
Because it's just art. You know what I mean?
Yeah, all due respect. I love art all around.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We listen, we don't judge. You feel me?
Yeah.
We hear your shit.
Yeah.
But, oh, definitely.
Yeah. Has there ever been a moment where you felt like giving up, you know, or rapping? And if so, what kept you going?
I think, you know, this is look at where I'm like, this is like I'm pursuing this like as, you know, me getting back in film. So me doing this type of thing is where I feel like if it's gonna work where I want to leave myself back in film. So I take a lot of time just to continue to do this, so that way I won't, you know, feel like I'm not relevant to myself. Like, I want to stay consistent with myself, stay occupied with myself.
Stay busy doing something.
Just stay doing something, because if I'm not doing nothing else, it's going to lead that way to whole nother reception of what I'm looking at. And I ain't that type of person to look at shit like that.
Yeah. So you said filming.
Yeah.
So what's up with the filming?
So shit, I did acting back in school.
Okay.
So that was just something that I feel like, you know, take the chance. Like, I might have a little something on my resume, you know, just to be, you know, on the film and shit, just to be on camera.
Yeah.
But, you know, I had connections, you know, but doing other shit, you know, possibly like I wanted to wait. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I had other shit I felt like I wanted to work on. You know what I'm saying? Where I feel like I could be ready to jump back in at.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I take it where I'm just like, shit, this is something I just want to continue doing. So that way I can create more content. Because I'm a digital creator myself. So I do my own shit.
Yeah.
I make sure that if I got some shit that's, you know, quality, I pick quality over quantity all day. So I want to make sure that everything is straight for what I need to put out.
Yeah, how has your music evolved from when you first started to now?
It was definitely self-doubt when I started. You know, it was just, you know, some people be made for that shit, you know, talent about that shit, but, you know, I wanted to be different, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I had some influencers that kind of like got a little motivation to it, but it's like, you know, sometimes like some shit ain't need to be said for if you ain't really been into shit, you know what I'm saying? So I market it as in like, yeah, this is where I have been, this was the shit I've been doing, what going on, this is what I feel like, so I'm about to drop whatever the raw thing for it is gonna be. So it had to started out with me just like, yeah, I get this ain't it. I get come on, you got this, nigga.
Yeah.
This is what you want to do. Keep going. You know what I'm saying? So I close that door to make myself balance who the fuck I am. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I could not find myself at one point. You know, I had to find my shit where I had to keep on making music to be like, okay, that's where you at. You know what I'm saying? So this, what the fuck you been doing this whole time, and this is where you at right now. All right. I took it where I wanted to go. So that's what kind of gave me the growth, where I'm like, okay, I got out of that dark stage now, where I can get into the light, where I can finish stronger.
Yeah.
So I just put it where I wanted to do. So
yeah, it's an introspection.
Yeah,
looking
for sure.
Inside of yourself. What's your take on Kansas City, the Kansas City hip hop scene right now?
Man, I really love how everybody doing their thing right now, for real. Definitely for things they got going on. For this KC hip hop thing, I definitely want to be tuned in. As much as I want to put myself out, just to show more that like I can do more for what I can take from, like everybody else can. So for them to continue on doing what they doing, I definitely want to be engaged with all the type of, you know, festivities and all shit like that. So I'm more into stuff like that, just to continue on with it.
Do you feel like Kansas City artists get enough recognition in the industry?
Yeah. It all depends though. You know, depends how hard you work, how much shit you putting out, how dedicated you are, how motivated you are, what type of hustle in you, what you can make, all types of shit. So it all depends, you know, what type of artist that's gonna, you know, push hard. You know, I ain't in no competition with nobody. Competition with myself, man. You know, I'm all ears.
Yeah.
Just by taking it to that route.
Basically, you feel like they get the, you know, everybody gets the recognition. So if you work hard, if you know what I mean, it's about how you.
You know what I'm saying? If everybody fucking with your music, you know what I'm saying? yeah, you deserve recognition. You know what I'm saying? You deserve to earn that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm all in one for myself. So I take it well.
Have you faced any obstacles being an artist from KCK rather than Kansas City, Missouri artist?
I'm all about strictly business, man. So, not into, you know, what other niggas talking about for real. So, I'm all in strictly business for my music and their music only. It's all about, you know, well-being music to other
Yeah,
people
so
shit.
you fuck with the case, the Missouri artists, just they give you as much
Yeah, I
love
fuck with
over
a few.
there.
I fuck with a few Missouri artists. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with KC artists too. So shit. So keep it at a level where I feel like an artist down here don't want to be leveled out. You know, just to, you know, not to be in no fuck ass shit unless it's really a problem. This shit, you know, accomplished or establishment, whatever the fuck they want out of the situation. But leveled out with strictly business only.
Are there any local artists that you want to collaborate with, or who are some of the artists you already collaborate with?
Cause I already had White Gold on there. That was probably one of the smartest moves I ever did for real.
Yeah.
But I got MB on there too. I just ain't released our track yet for sure. Man. Shout out to my boy J Dot. Yeah, I got him on my tracks that I haven't put out yet either. And Rob Lowe. I got Rob Lowe to hop on one of the tracks that trying to get her to work on. So
you got a Rob Lowe track?
Yeah, I got a Rob Lowe track trying to put on. Shout out to Rob Lowe though. So
yeah,
for sure.
Rob Lowe. Shout out to Rob Lowe.
Yeah, but
Miss Kush.
Yeah, but
they got motion. They doing some things, man.
You know, I'm looking at top artists. I'm looking at for real.
Yeah.
I got I got another one. High Colors for sure.
Okay. What do you think needs to happen for more artists from the city to break into the mainstream?
Versatile. Like, you gotta have some versatility in your shit. Like, doing like one thing, I'm just an artist doing one type of, sound. I feel like I ain't gonna get you far enough. It depends, Some people get by taking one route. Hey, I'm versatile where I can do different type of shit to make sure this is me not being a rapper, being an artist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to look at it like, yeah, I'm a rapper and this what y'all gonna get. Nah, I want to make my shit sound more outstanding to the people where I can feel like it could be mainstream.
Yeah.
Any other artists that's trying to go on the mainstream too. So
be versatile. Have more than one talent.
have more than one talent.
What message do you want people to take away from your music? What's the message?
Keep going. It's money making music into this shit. Survivor mode. You stay in your own lane. Keep your circle tight. That's a note where I feel like people can take from my music. It's more to the shit though, but that's what I can think of for my music for right now that people can take.
3 words, describe your sound.
Describe my sound for the vibes, LA vibes, Detroit, and Seattle vibes.
Okay, so your sound is more described with regions.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got some shit that's tough, real. So I'm ready to drop all this shit whenever it's on the floor. So.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Personally, man, I see my next 5 years, man. Not trying to, be here at too long. You know what I'm saying? Trying to move myself out the way. Build myself into getting a big ass house. shit, everything that fall in, having crazy income taxes and shit that I can, build and all types of shit I can have. Invest in me. I just want to invest in all types of shit in the next 5 years, and then be able to be ready to have a family and shit.
How old are you?
26.
26, yeah. You got plenty of time, man.
Yeah, so I just want to, build my shit. Just build everything I got in myself.
Yeah, just build that foundation. Make sure you build that foundation first. What's your ultimate vision for Dottyboy's career?
I'm more of a it is what it is type of person. I'm not reaching out to put a gun to your head to listen to my music. You feel me? So, that's how I'm all ears. Like it, you don't like it. You do. Fuck with it, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? So, I take it where it's just.
You just gonna make good music.
I'm gonna make good music regardless.
Wherever it go, it go.
Yeah. So,
yeah. Just make good music. If it pop, it pop.
Yeah.
If you had to give advice to a younger version of yourself, what would you say?
Make smart choices. Don't fall into the wrong crowd to get your feet wet, trying to get a name. Maybe it.
People your socials so they can follow you. Your social sites. Let them know what you got coming up. If you got any shows coming up, let the people know where they can find Dottyboy.
Alright, y'all. 2_Dottyboy on Instagram. Also, so you can follow my main page too, 2_Day98. But I'm on Dottyboy on all platforms, all together, no space. I think that's pretty much it for real. I forgot to tell y'all, I just mentioned some shit in my last interview. I'm dropping a new tape, 7 tracks, Dotty Avenue on May 9th. And so, mark y'all calendars and fuck with y'all boy.
May 9th, that new Dottyboy.
Yes, sir.
Man, I appreciate you, man, coming out here, man, sitting and talking to me, man. Let me get to know you a little bit better. Introduce you to another audience. Like I said, I've been seeing you. I've been hearing your music. I see that you got that work. I see you with Wyco. You got a good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You around good people. He marketed himself real good. So
yeah, him and his team, man.
Yeah.
I fuck with him and his team. They are.
I know you bound. I'm bound to see more of you. And man, good luck, man. And this is the interview. Thanks for coming by. Thanks everybody for watching. This is check us out. The next episode of M&B.
Been fucked up. Nigga ain't trust nothing.